Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. Now here's the toss play. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Here's the 2nd down play. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass. It's Rashada. The pass rush closing in. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. A 4th down completion to the running back.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
And the ball is away from inside the 10. When he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And in first down, right back to the running game. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. No huddle now for the offense. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. The back's got it. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Brought down for a loss after the completion, not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. To the air, it's Rashada. Defense is coming after him. He'll be taken down. There is a flag in the field. We'll see if this sack holds up. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback drops back. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk of play for this offense through the air. Direct snap to the back. And he's got it already past the first down marker. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. running with purpose.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense take it. Are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Back to throw. It's Rashada. Looking right. This one caught. Tackle made after a big gain.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal on this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's first and goal.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Second and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Trying to bait this defensive line into believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. And the offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. They're going to run the option. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. Let's see how they play this one. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there. Offense getting set. It's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Dropping back. It's Young. Throws it to the right. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So he brings the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Fair catch made at the 40. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Takes the toss and heads left. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
That gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Scanning the field. It's Rashada. And they heave it deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. The offense will go for it on this fourth down near midfield. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. That's a design quarterback keeper. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Picks up the first, looking for more. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Going to try to use his legs here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Caught quickly. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick this away to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Motion now from the tight end. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Tough spot here, second and long at the 20. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here's the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Takes the toss, heads to his right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's second down here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Crosses the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Crosses the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset. More control. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground by the quarterback. It's definitely frustrating. What a great job by the quarterback, seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big game here, but take it in for 6 himself.
Now the try here for the extra point. No problem with the PHC. They lead 14-3. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Scanning the field, it's Rashada. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Breaking free at the 35. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. The Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. The gain makes it second and medium. He'll set up to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw. It's Rashada. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Pressure is coming. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
14-3. Yeah.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's got a lot of time. Now sends this one deep to the right. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, the design of this play is perfect. Everything you want to see. The quarterback puts the ball on the money. The ball's right in his arms. All he has to do is catch it for a touchdown, and he chops it on 4th down.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. That's a design quarterback keeper. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Offense operating from the pistol. And the running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, this defense understands the magnitude of this drive right here. That's back-to-back plays. They've stepped up and done a great job. Now it's 3rd down. Can they apply some more pressure to try to get this offense off the field?
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He'll kick it away here. He'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And looking for a big play here. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Fights through a tackle. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why.
I'm in this game right now. I'm almost done, though.
Throws it to the right.
Damn.
Don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Boy, a questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
The punt team making their way on the field. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 43.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Back to throw. It's Sellers. The pocket breaking down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. Here's that defense shifting again. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down after that previous play. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Chris, just so impressive. And you know, as much focus as there is on quarterbacks and wide receivers in the passing game, at the end of the day, to win a national championship, there's going to come a critical third down where you got to rely on your offensive line. The opponent knows you're going to run. You still do it. They convert, and I think that may be it.
They can put the game away right here. It's first and goal. Receiver in motion now. That's a design quarterback keeper. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's swarmed by the defense. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, this wasn't exactly an offensive showcase, but the defense showed a lot of grit to come out with this hard-earned W.
Yeah, really, if you could look on both sides of the football, I think both defenses played well. Although they got some help, as you said, Chris, by not the greatest offense as far as execution is concerned today.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Two natties for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. I mean, Coach Wales, what can you say? You know, it's good players. Look for the three-peat next year. Three-peat. Yeah, you heard it. You heard it. Three-peat. You didn't hear me stutter, Danny. I mean, you've got one title. You know, I got two now. So. I'm saying, marksman. They can't take them away from you, can they? be locked in. Oh, he said lock out.